Hello guys, welcome. You're watching Headset VR. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another gaming video. This is Star Trek Resurgence, and I'm going to be playing this in UEVR. Now, after a little bit of a long intro, let's get the game injected. Let's see how we get on then. So, welcome to Starfleet. Welcome to the Enterprise. Right, now this is a bit of a... I believe a bit more of a story-driven game. So if you've ever played any of these where you've got lots of QTEs, and you've got... Oh, hello, fascinating. And you've got to press a button quickly to react to a situation. That, I believe, is what we've got here.
Welcome, Commander Ryzen.
Wait, you're Jara Ryzen? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure is mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Hello, were you in Avatar? I think you were.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Ryzen. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resurgence.
Okay, so yeah, for these cutscenes and mini-games, it's probably advisable to go into Disable VR.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Millie.
And not a moment too soon. Boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Right, let's get back to the gamepad and race ya! Oh. Let's get down to engineering, shall we? Well, I honestly don't know the way.
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chobak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
So you're saying we're irreplaceable, Commander?
That is one interpretation. Another would be that I would replace you if I could.
Okay, so looks like we can have a bit of a spacewalk. Oh.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
I think for this bit, I might actually change it to first person.
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
Well, that looks a bit weird, doesn't it, the way you're there? Nope. Whoa, okay, the perspective's a bit mad.
Have you never gets old.
Let's go.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on the course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
Now, this game did only come out recently. I believe it was the 23rd that it came out. Yeah, wait for me, Captain. And it was initially on Epic Game Store, but now it's come to Steam. It seems like, to me, this is a interactive VR movie. I mean, like I say, you saw I can put it into first person, but I think it plays better in third person.
I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Ryzen, our new first officer.
Is this all that's on the ship?
The bridge is yours.
Ooh, all the trouble we could cause.
Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the simulator.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Beginning recalibration.
Well, that took long enough.
That wasn't so hard.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then? You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario.
In my entire career, it's never been an issue, or caused the slightest problem. And I don't expect this to be any different.
I was just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
Mr. Westbrook, if you have some kind of problem with me, and you just met me so it has nothing to do with me, you're gonna have to figure out how to get over it. Because I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. I'll stick to science. That is what this ship is for.
Very well.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound. On screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding. The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy. Like a tsunami. I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Estimated.
Red alert!
Aye. Evacuating main gangway and retracting. Putting sensor visualization on screen. With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Bedrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Heading locked.
Raise shields!
This is it!
All hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Affirmative.
Engage the override.
Okay, so it's
Allow
a
us to stop the EPS flow to
another
orbit
little
without
game?
triggering an automatic core shutdown.
They are generally quite easy.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Well, that worked.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Yeah. Okay. To shoot these blobs. And they keep coming back.
We're almost to the regulator.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
And now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle, we have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
All the way.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral. EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can... Get down! Here's the bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
All right, Starbase, we're on it.
Acknowledged.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps. And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you
Jara,
disembarked.
I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
The captain made himself quite clear. They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity. There is protocol.
And there are lives.
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Ryden. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Grab my hand. I got you.
Thank you.
plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it. Hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There's an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
Roger that.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this. Get in there.
Not on your life.
Let's not let it come down to that.
We're just going to end this here, so look out for more UEVR and VR related content in the near future. As I say, please like the video if you like what you've seen. If you're a Trekkie, you'll love this game. I think it was about £15 or £16, now it's available on Steam, which is probably about $20. Other than that, if you want to see more content from Headset VR, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, if you want to make comments about this video or any other video on the channel, do so in the usual place. I'll do my best to respond to every single comment. Otherwise,